Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Claudio Tesone. As you heard before, will be recording the session for other students who eventually want to listen to this presentation to open it. One thing that I would like, ladies, gentlemen, or perhaps Matteo, is where is the people that registered to the event from, or the people that is here? I prefer to hear to you all rather than having. The second point is if you do not mind and open the camera, I prefer to be talking to people like I'm doing now with Matteo rather to be doing it with black screens, okay? But that Hello, thank you very much. So, can you tell where are you from? Roughly, Lutung, thank you very much. Where are you from? But he ran away. Okay, good. But Matteo, can you tell me a little bit where is the people that registered from which countries are they from? You are muted now.
Sorry. We're going to have different nationalities, but mainly we will have from Indonesia and Vietnam and some other countries as well from Southeast Asia.
Fantastic. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. No problem, Lutung. Thank you very much in any case. Hello. Caleb, where are you from then? And then we start. Caleb, where are you from?
I'm originally from Ethiopia, but I'm applying from Turkey. I study in Istanbul.
Good. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for your interest.
Thank you.
Let us start. As I said, welcome everybody. My name is Claudio Tesone. I am professor of blockchain and distributed ledger technologies at the University of Zurich. And in the context of this meeting today, I am the course director of DDiB into blockchain, which is a course that we have been organizing at the University of Zurich for the past 6 years already. And the idea of this meeting is to tell you about the summer school and which are the opportunities, thanks to a collaboration that we have with Metapool in the context of this presentation, that allows to offer scholarships for people to travel either to deep dive into blockchain in July to take part of the course. And we will try to explain everything, and we will be really happy to answer all your questions. Okay. As I said, this is the 6th edition of the summer. As I said, this is the 6th edition of the summer school Deep Dive into Blockchain, which is an interdisciplinary course on blockchain that we offer at the University of Zurich. Switzerland, starting from 2014, became a very important blockchain hub. Why? Because it advanced very rapidly in terms of regulatory frameworks for blockchains. And this is why here in Switzerland, we have more than 1,200 companies registered in the space nowadays. And because of this, there has been a lot of interest from the government, but also from different universities in the space, and in particularly us at the University of Zurich, we have founded a competence center in the area of blockchain in 2019. The idea of this center is to do interdisciplinary research and education in the area of blockchain, not only to our students, but as per the summer school Deep Dive into Blockchain, also to students from all around the world. The program has started to run in 2020, and it is because of this that has become the most successful program at the University of Zurich for international students, but also when reputed media, like for example CoinDesk, created rankings for blockchain education, you can see that the University of Zurich has constantly been ranked first in Europe in terms of the quality of the education that we offer, and we're really happy about this. I have a problem with the mouse, people, that's why I'm... So the idea is the following. The summer school takes place for 3 weeks, and the summer school is organized in 15 days of lecturing. These 15 days of lectures are very intense. We have lectures that start at 9 a.m. and finish at 6 p.m. in the afternoon. During this, it is not that we are just having traditional lectures, but we have a plethora of hands-on sessions. We have academic trips. We go to different places that participate of the ecosystem of blockchain. And in terms of contents, the summer school is organized in 3 modules that are interdisciplinary. On the program, I will talk a little bit more in the next slides. One important thing is also that beyond the academic track, we also have active participation in industry. And importantly as well is to say that the course is, even if it is the 6th year that we organize it, one thing that makes us very happy is that the contents of the course has been changing over and over every year that we have been creating this. And this is also the case here with continuous up-to-date information. In these 5 previous years of the summer school, we are really happy that we have welcomed students already from 65 different countries. And I hope that you see your country reflected here. And if not, we hope that you are the first one to come from that country to participate in the summer school. We have, as I said, students from 65 different countries who study in 62 countries. And we have over already 400 alumni of the summer school. And if you are interested, you can also see their own reflections on the quality of the program that you can find online in multiple incarnations of their presentations. One thing that is important to say as well is that the summer school Deep Dive into Blockchain is not just a summer camp. It is not a boot camp. It is not a gathering. It's not a meetup. It is an official course of the University of Zurich. This is why the students that are admitted into the program need to be admitted by the University of Zurich into it. And which means is that all the people that is interested need to register in the website of the University of Zurich, provide all the information, and the decision is going to be made based on the fact that the university can admit you. If you are regular students at the foreign university, you will be admitted into the program because this program is specifically thought for international students. It means, those of you that don't know Bologna system, it is 6 credits, which it means 180 hours of work. And exactly because you see that it is 180 hours in 3 weeks, taking into account as well previous self-study that you need to do, it is a lot of work during the 3 weeks. So expect a very intense program. This course is open to all the range. It can be recognized for advanced bachelor students, master students, or PhD students in universities. And the structure of the program is the following. We have 3 modules. Remember what I said is that we are interested in creating interdisciplinary education. And if we want to do that, it's because we really stand that the only way of properly understanding blockchains, if you look at not only it as a technical infrastructure and you learn how to program it, but also that you need to understand that economic incentives are crucial for blockchain-based systems to work. And you cannot have a functioning system if you do not have the proper incentives in place. Okay, that's why this interaction between these 2 fields is important. Later, as the course advances, you will also see that actually regulatory elements, but also how the systems are governed, is important in trying to better manage them. And this is why the 3rd pillar revolves around regulatory and governance issues. This is the academic part of the summer school. Believe me that now I feel much better. Good. This is the regulatory part of the summer school. Sorry, this is the academic track of the summer school. And after that, you will have a session that is mostly be driven by industry. And the reason on why we have these sessions driven to industry is because that, and you will see here that you have a variety of platforms being presented in the summer school. What you will realize here is that actually understanding blockchain-based systems require this interdisciplinarity, and this industry part is aimed at you trying to get critical understanding on how to analyze blockchain-based systems. This is fundamental for us, and I think that this is the main objective of the course. Teaching that we have, of course, we have lectures, but however, it is in most of the afternoons in the first week, we have a lot of hands-on sessions that are highly interactive. You will need to, from mining cryptocurrencies in proof-of-work-based systems, to stake cryptocurrencies, create tokens, interact with decentralized finance protocols, and so on. This is going to be done in the hands-on sessions after you have taken the lectures on those topics. Also, we try to follow all the students every day, and this is why we have constantly Q&A sessions, blogs in which you can ask TAs from our summer school how this thing is working. And in some cases, we will also have an assignment that you will have to send to us later. Importantly, you will also have to do many of these assessments as a group work. And remember that I said that this is a course at the University of Zurich. Sorry, as final, you will have to develop in the last 10 days of the summer school a final project together with other students that come from different disciplines. I will talk about this in the course, not now, but you will have a final project that will allow us to assess you. And because this is a course of the University of Zurich, we will send you material, reading material, before you start to participate in the summer school. We will send them to the admitted students by end of May. Importantly, this is a course that is highly, it has a lot of requests, and we are really happy about this, very successful. And this is why what we expect is that all the students are attending and actively participating of the program and keeping the pace with the schedule. Okay, this is very important for us. You will also have to participate of the academic visiting sessions that we will have to different places. And also, because you need to work together with your fellow students in the final projects, you will also need to actively engage in participating with this in the project, helping the group to finalize it. You will receive a transcript for records, which means that we will know if you passed or failed the course, and also a certificate of attendance when the course finishes. As I said before, a typical day of the summer school is 4 hours of lectures, 1 hour of Q&A, and 4 to 6 hours of hands-on sessions. And this is actual time that you need to be investing in the summer school. And our aim is always to make the course not the theoretical one. We really want that the course is as interactive as possible. That's why active participations, round questions at the end of the sessions, and so on are very important for the summer school. We have lecturers, and it is not that only lecturers from the University of Zurich are teaching in the program. We have lecturers from different universities here in Switzerland and abroad that participate of the teaching sessions. But we also have a lot of interactions with practitioners in the field, people from, in general, we have sessions, for example, with researchers of the Swiss National Bank or members of the board, with people that is participating in different protocols, etc. And well, this is a lecture, a set of sessions that we have during the summer school. And also we have, as I was telling you, a variety of events in different places. The summer school is very successful, and because of this, also we will have a second campus that is going to be in Cape Town, because it has the same time zone and it is a partner university of us. And there we will be welcoming between 30 and 40 students that will be participating as well of the summer school. It's going to take place simultaneously, and because remember, Deep Dive into Blockchain is a course of the University of Zurich, we want to have exactly the same standards here and for the students that are taking the course in Cape Town. This is why they will also have the same academic trips that we will have to related locations, parallel to what we are doing here. Cape Town is actually very active in the area of blockchain. There are a lot of companies established there in a very interesting ecosystem. And researchers and lecturers from the University of Zurich will be in Cape Town during the summer school to ensure that we have exactly the same program and in the same conditions in the two locations. But this also shows that actually we're really we are trying to enlarge, extend the way in which we can penetrate with this course in an international context. I already explained this. In general, the summer school is a program that costs 3,450 Swiss francs. 1 Swiss franc is 1.1 US dollars. This fee includes accommodation, final certificates, and transcripts. However, I have to say that if we are here, it's thanks to the people from Metapool, who is kindly offering to have full scholarships for students, in this case from the APAC region. Okay, and this is why we are trying to explain to you the conditions of the summer school, such that some of you can attend to the program here. And it means also that except for a small administrative fee, everything is covered by this scholarship. And once again, this includes also the accommodation during the 3 weeks in the summer school. We are really happy with the partners that have been helping us to build a robust scholarship program for the summer school, but in particular, we're really happy about the industry contents that we have in the summer school. This is just a set of platforms that were included last year in the summer school. And those of you that know a little bit about blockchain, you will see that there is a very, very large variety of blockchain-based platforms that were presented. And if there is this variety, I repeat, is because I really want that you, as students of Deep Dive into Blockchain, are able to participate in this program and think critically about this. Okay, I think that this is the most important thing that I want that you leave the summer school with. This is information about the program. Thank you very much. Matteo, if you want to say a few words about MetaDAO and why it became interested in supporting the students, I would be really happy, because I like the vision and why you are doing that. And then I am really happy to answer questions from the students.
Yeah, sure. So Metapool started like 4 years ago, and it's a project that started in Latin America, born in Argentina and Mexico. It's obviously a blockchain project. It's decentralized. We run as a DAO, and Metapool has been always involved with blockchain education. We've run a lot of workshops. We do grants. In Asia at the moment, we have some meetup sessions that are running in different cities on a weekly basis, where we invite people to coffee and do Web3 networking. And yeah, we are very involved with bringing back to the people, and also the idea of educating and growing in Web3 space, right? So of course we're running this program that we want to. I think last year actually we started in with students from Latin America. We will have more students from Latin America this year as well, but especially we want to have some emphasis in Asia this time round. So I think one of the key things is that you do check also the Metapool website for the scholarship. You will see the requirements there to apply for the scholarship. You need to do the submission letter that corresponds for the course. You also need a letter from your university. And also we have a document with the requirement of what kind of research we're interested in, right? For the students to participate in. Again, you'll see that is metapool.app/scholarship. You'll find all the information there. Actually, you have the QR code right there. So, okay, thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Mateo. So we're really happy to take the questions then, people. That's the most important part, I think, of the session. So we are really happy to take any question from you. But before that, I can say something important, which is depending on your own country of origin, it may be that you have requirements for a visa to come here to Switzerland. Here we have two options, but the first option that we will be trying to explore is always the University of Zurich. It's the one that takes care of the process for you to get the visa. You need to go to the local consulate that is of Switzerland that is relevant to your location, but in principle, the University of Zurich takes care of this. Okay.
Yes, and I'll just say one thing more about the scholarship. It is for the tuition fees and for the lodging. The actual visa application itself, what that costs you, and also your travel expenses go on behalf of the student.
Do you have questions? I'm very happy to answer.
Hello, Professor.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes.
It was a nice presentation and it was very explanatory. Thank you very much. I was looking through the website and there is 6 ECTS for the class and there would be a pass or fail grade. So like I want to take the credit from Zurich and transfer it to my university, and usually they want like a grade, like a pointed grade. So is there a way like to get a grade?
Yeah, of course, because we have a table of what it implies actually. If you require a grade, you will get a grade. Don't worry. The university obviously will provide us well with a certificate of the mapping between the end exam and the end exam of the summer school and how it should be transcribed into your system. Because also, even with grades in Switzerland, we have I don't know if you know this, but we have numbers from 1 to 6. Okay. So nobody has this system. Germany has the opposite, of course, 1 to 6, but 1 is best and 6 is worse. Here is the opposite. So we always try to map our grading to what the university needs.
That's perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Actually, I'm accepted to the program. I came in like to listen to the information.
Then happy to hear.
Hope to see you soon.
Fantastic. Then we will see each other in July. Then. Thank you. I'm very happy to hear. Thank you very much, Similova. Apologize for my pronunciation. Jason. One thing that I have to say is that the University of Zurich is the one that admits the students, because we are a university. Metapool only offers the scholarships. Metapool requires some that you sign a letter of agreement to receive the scholarship. With some minor conditions, let's say, but it is the university that accepts the students. And this is done based on the quality of the application, because it is a competitive program. So it is up to you to, let's say you have to submit the application and we will decide based on this as following a systematic process that we have as organizers of the summer school. Jason, I hope that it answers you. You're welcome. Jenny. Well, it is already provided by Mateo. Do you have any question? I would like to hear, we are here to answer questions, people, and this is simpler that we answer them now than later. So please, Imam.
Uh, Let me on my cam if can. So hi Claudio. I'm
Hello.
Imam. Actually, Metapool ambassador from Jakarta,
Good.
representative Indonesian. I just want to know if this scholarship apply people that actually never went to college before, but they learn autodidactly about blockchain before and want to pursue the blockchain career to participate with this scholarship. Is that any availability in terms of the submission, or maybe it will be the requirement quite different with the one that already have a bachelor degree, even like outside the blockchain or maybe programming topics?
Mhm. First of all, let's say, because this is a course of the University of Zurich, and there is a preliminary check that we even do not receive those applications. First, I explain a little bit of how the process works. People submit their applications. The first screening is done by the people from the Global Student Experience Office, and they check that the formal requirements are uh, uh, are are satisfied. And these requirements are that you are a student of the university, or you already finished a degree at the university very recently. I'm saying too much. I think that in general, you need to be a student at a university, because you are being admitted to a university course that assumes that you are already ongoing a path of education at the university. That being said, it is not relevant in general which is the area in which you are studying. You may be studying in computer science, in economics, in finance, business, software engineering. We have students from law, we have students from engineering or from natural sciences, and we admit them, but all of them are students at the university. And that's why one of the documents that you need to submit as part of the application are actually the certificate of enrollment at the university and your transcript of records at the university. We take that into, we receive this. If they were not submitted, the application is not complete. Okay, Imam.
Okay, got it, got it. Fun fact, I actually a biotechnologist, bachelor degree, and somehow into Web3 space. I think it will be interesting if I try to apply.
Okay, good, fantastic. I hope that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
let's meet each other then. Uh,
Uh,
please, Imam, do you have any other question?
I think I'm clear. Thank you,
But
Claudio.
fantastic, thank you. Kim, are the credits for this program transferable? In general, it depends on your home university rules. In general, I would say that in most of the cases, the credits are transferable. I heard of a couple of universities that have a very stringent rules of which are the programs that they accept. But I would say, as a rule of thumb, all of them accept it, because the University of Zurich is a top 100 university in the world, so it is. There is no discussion. In general, we are happy to provide any kind of document that is necessary for you to receive the transfer of the credits. Thank you, Kim. The next question is from Jenny Lona. So the summer school isn't accessible for blockchain practitioners that isn't students. This is a program that we have specifically for students from for universities. In previous editions, it came to the case in which we had practitioners that very recently, or they were linked to universities that participated in the summer school. I repeat what I I have to repeat what I said. Because it is a course of the University of Zurich, the university needs to admit the students, and that's why it is almost a requirement, yes. Jason, if you can you speak, Jason? Then I don't need to read, and nobody's bored with my voice all the time for 1 hour. If not, I can read it, but I prefer to listen to the people than to listen to myself. Okay, don't worry. Fine, I will do it. Another one. If we have an experience in Web3 for 4 years as a trade the future spots, will improve the final grade score for the scholarship program? Well, actually, people that have been active in the space that show the most important thing that we want to ensure is that we can distribute as broad as possible the scholarships in different geographical areas, because I think that also from a cultural perspective point of view, having a lot of diversity in the summer school is something important. Okay, and you will see this when you are at the summer school. If you have ideas or you have shown interest in the space, certainly in your letter of uh, certainly it is something that it is playing in your favor, being active in the space, and you will benefit a lot actually. Even if it is an introductory course, people that didn't have exposure to blockchains will also be able to with a lot of effort, but they will be able to finalize the course. Still, um, uh, people that has been active in the space, as I said, it is going to benefit a lot because of the different perspectives that we always give. There are a lot of things that go into the program, and also because as you will see, I want you to be critical about the blockchain space, because myself and my team is also critical on a lot of things that happen in blockchain. Okay, so you will really see a different perspective of blockchain, even if you are experienced in the space. That being said, once again, if you are active and you show your genuine interest in blockchain, something that plays in your favor in your application. I hope that I answered you. You're welcome, Jason. Jenny, I ask you the same thing. Can you speak? Because it is a long message.
Okay.
Please, thank
I'm
you.
Jenny. Yeah, I'm Jen from Indonesia. Like I said to you in the chat, my academic background is political science.
Mhm.
It was like 6 years ago. I was graduated from Gajah Mada University. I'm sorry, I speak without the video.
No, please, that's
So I
fine.
have yeah, I have a bit trainings on data science and programming, and I have learned a bit about the DLT in general. And now I'm in blockchain too. But like we know that DLT is not only blockchain, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, am I eligible to apply? Um,
She's eligible to apply, but you're not a student anymore.
yes, I
So,
was a consultant.
So the only thing that I
Uh,
would say, Jenny, yeah, I think you have a fantastic background actually, and congratulations for all the work that you did. The only thing that I would say is that if you are not currently enrolled in in a university program, you
yeah.
will be penalized in the application process because you will not be able to deliver all the content. Uh, um, one thing, let me try to discuss it, but honestly speaking, this is the baseline is what I am just describing now. But I understand. Actually, also, one thing that I want to say is that also people with your background, that is not necessarily in computer science, you have more international relations background, is something that is something that we had the students previously on. It's not that we are only focusing on students from computer science or economics or business. We always are happy to have students from different backgrounds. The problem is that in general, students have a sort of a priority simply because they are able to deliver all the documents. Depending on the applications, it may work, but I am not sure. If you, just to be honest, I will double check, but I think that it would be a very fringe situation, if you allow me to say, because it is expected that this is for university students in a way, because they're able to submit all the set of documents that are required. You see that that's the point, and this is a level that supersedes us. It is a decision that the university does before ourselves. I hope that I am clear, Jenny.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Nisa, can you speak? Would be great. No, don't worry then. Can you please tell what do you mean that you do not know what the scholarship is about? You know why you join? I'm sorry, Kansas. Sorry, I apologize. We are here because there is this program, the Data Blockchain, that the University of Zurich is offering, and then the Metapool offers scholarships. I think that this is why you joined. I do not understand what I do not what I am unable to understand from your question is, if you do not know what the scholarship is about, how are you interested on it? That's the two things that do not allow me to process the question.
This is very confusing.
If you can say this could be, I will be really happy, Kansa, to answer. Jiang, we have, of course, bachelor and master, we are a university. However, the program, and we have courses on blockchain in our university for our students. All of them are on site, just to, it happens, but the summer school is the program that we have for international students, and it is this 3-week program. We would be really happy. We are exploring ways of expanding our offerings. Let me say it in that way, okay? Can you please take, Shengnan, the message by Jenny? Fantastic. Yes, Jenny, we will consider it certainly, because you have a fantastic background actually in the space. Aditz-kun, we will be, if you send us an email, Shengnan will share an email, or Mateo, who will be getting the recording?
If I understand correctly, Metapool will put on the YouTube or something.
Okay, good. So Metapool will put the video in YouTube, if I understood it right, correct?
Correct.
Then we will get the access to the video, the full video there at DDiB. Okay. Yes, of course, Tung Dao. Certainly, you are eligible if you are studying at the university. It is certainly, if it is an accredited university, certainly you will be able to apply, sure. Even if it is online teaching, the way in which we are getting education is changing over the years, so absolutely, no problem. Any other question, ladies, gentlemen?
I may repeat some of the questions I saw from your previous session.
Please.
Can I ask you?
Of course, Mateo.
So I think you had people asking last time about how do you evaluate the level of English if they needed a certification or not. So maybe you can answer that one.
Yeah. So in general, you need proof that you know. Thank you very much. It's a very good question, actually. The basic idea is that the course is obviously taught in English, okay? And exactly because of this, every time that there is group work to be done, the groups are created with not more than one person from the same country, okay? We try to ensure that all the groups are very international. This is one thing. The other thing is how do we evaluate then the level of English? There are two ways. Yes, of course. If you have a certificate, an English certificate of any kind, TOEFL, GRE, whatever, it is perfectly fine. If you had courses of English in your universities or another certificate that proves your education in English is fine. If you come from a country in which naturally English is spoken or taught in schools, because sorry for saying this. No, we are being wrong. What I'm saying is that there are areas in which English became a second language of the country for historic reasons. You do not need to prove because, for example, a Hong Kongese student, even if it comes from Hong Kong, is going to just have English as a second language in the daily life, and in that the university is going to be the primary language even. So we do not need any further proof than that, okay? But the important thing is we try, one thing that I like of our university is there is not a lot of bureaucracy, which means that if you are asked for something that proves your proficiency in English, you need to answer that thing, not try to overdo. It's because we want to ensure that you will be able to understand the language. That's the purpose of the question. Okay, if you can prove that you will be able to follow the classes, is fine. Just to say an example, the student here, Tung Dao, who say that he's studying at the US university, if the program at the US university is in English, this is certain proof that he's able to follow courses in English. And there is no other, as long as this is clear from the documents provided, there is not a need for any further documentation. I hope that I was clear. Jason, yes. If I am currently in my final semester and working on my final project, am I eligible to apply for this scholarship? As I expect, I will graduate in August this year. Of course, but you have to finish your project away from these 3 weeks, because these 3 weeks you will be heavily involved in the summer school. You will not have time to do anything related to your thesis here, just for the records, okay? If you can manage, my question is more about your time management. It's not about you are certainly eligible, sure. Fredchi, can you speak? And should we really have? No, as I said, you do not need a certificate that you can speak English. You need something that proves that you know English, because the course is going to be taught in English, and we cannot admit a person that is not able to follow the course that is taught in English. As long as you can prove in a way, because either you studied at the university, can it ask how did you get to know English? Because perhaps it is better to answer with the question, with your own example. Then you have English. As I said, if you are from Philippines, English is a course in which is a second or third language, depending on how you want to think of Spanish. So it is second, because in Philippines, all of you know English, so I do not think that you need anything to prove, actually. You had in the school, actually, education in English, isn't it? Actually, it's a good question. I do not know how it works. Then it is, as I said, if English, because of historic reasons, became a second language in your country, and then you are taught things in English, there is no reason they need to prove anything. You speak most likely better English than me, so it is fine. Fantastic, Jason. Of course, all of you, nobody is in prison in this Zoom call. Okay, you are done with the questions.
And I think there was another question that was up last time. That what happens if you apply for doing on campus in Zurich or Cape Town or in online, and you get rejected if there's an option to switch?
I think that you have to apply again. Am I correct? I am looking at the person that knows. Do they need to apply again?
At least they need to do something from the system.
Yeah, exactly. You need to make a change in your application in the system because the application is a form that you are filling and you need to modify the structure of your application. So that's the only thing that you need to do. Just ensure that you are just ensure that you change to a program, we will do the evaluation again. And one thing that I want to say, now I think that this is it. We will decide everything case by case in any case. Okay.
Yeah, I also see this, what Tung was mentioning about describing the ideal candidate and saying that Medipol grants a scholarship. We grant the scholarship, but the whole selection process and everything, it's all with the university. They select the candidate, and if it coincides that you also applied for a scholarship, then you receive the scholarship. But we don't intervene in any way.
Yeah, actually, that's why we may receive several. I am really happy that you will receive several of your applications for the summer school. Some of the people we will decide knowing the amount of scholarships that we can grant thanks to Metapool in this case.
You're muted.
Okay. Sorry. Metapool Philippines. But you are not Imam. Because Imam was from Indonesia, if I recall right. So students that are taking their master's degree, are they allowed to apply? Of course, this is a course for bachelor, master's, or PhD students. All of them can take it because it is so interdisciplinary and the topic is so different than everything that they are learning in the universities that all of them benefit, and it is taught in a way in which all of them will take profit of it. Any final? No, thank you for questions. Please, Imam, go ahead.
Just a last question. I just want to know if people participate in the scholarship offline, which is come to Zurich. Is it the homestay for the students in the university dormitory, or maybe like just a homestay in the bunch of maybe locals in there? I just want to know.
It is in dormitories of the University of Zurich. They are not in the campus of the university. They are not in the campus of the university. They are in somewhere they're in the city, near the center of the city. You get also the public transport card such that you can move from the accommodation to the university every day and also go through all the city. You can use the public transport for free as well during the 3 weeks. Okay, so you have full autonomy, not from 9 to 6, and perhaps not if we have a social event, but the accommodation is by the university, yes. Sorry, it's not by the university, it's wrong. But it is a student accommodation.
Oh, so it's like it covers, but at the same time it's like the university third party that handle it. Is it the way that I understand it?
The point is that private property ownership here in Switzerland is different from in many other countries. Basically, there is a sort of an entity that manages all the dormitories for students and creates them and maintains them. Yes, but there are no dormitories in the campus because all the university is spread around in all the city. So it is impossible to achieve this. It's not, there is not a single campus. Actually, I work on a daily basis in a different place than where than the summer school takes place. The summer school takes place in the main building of the university, and we are quite far away. So the dormitories, they are not dormitories, they are single rooms, okay? But the rooms are in a different place. Actually, they are near a university campus, but a different one from the one in which we will have the summer school.
I see. So it's like in Indonesia we call it kos-kosan. It's, yeah, similar like a single space like that. Got
Exactly.
it.
Good.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Good. If there are no more questions, I thank you very much for your attention. I really wish that we can welcome. Oh, sorry, Daniel. Thank you very much. No, it is fine, Daniel. Thank you very much for your words. I really appreciate it. Oof. Go to sleep. Okay, have a nice afternoon ahead or evening. Those that are in the other, I do not know on which time zones are you, but I hope that you have a great rest of the day. Okay, have a nice time, people. Bye. I
Thank
hope
you,
here.
Claudio.
Welcome here or in Cape Town. See you. Bye.
Bye bye.